Hey y'all, welcome back to my tunnel. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome and welcome back if you're new or returning. Today, y'all, we're gonna do 100 more seeds for the fall. We are gonna be starting some seeds. And like I said, we're gonna do about 100 today. So I thought I would turn the camera on and take you along with me. But guess what, y'all? Today I don't have much of an agenda, which is unlike me, because I always have an agenda in terms of, you know, what I want the video to be about. But today I just really want to chat. So I mean, I talk to you all the time like you're right here with me, because I do feel like even though you see it after I record it, I still feel like you're right here with me. So today I just want to have a chat while I'm planting seeds, just like two friends in the garden talking. So there's no tutorial, no teaching. I'm sure I may say something that you can pick up that I drop, but really I just want to have a chat today about various things, and we're just going to plant some seeds and have fun in the garden. The weather is absolutely amazing. There is a breeze. The high was 83 today, which is beautiful. And so we have that for like the next 3 to 4 days, and then it'll shoot back up to the 90s. So while the weather is nice, I am enjoying it. But whenever you see this video, I hope that you've had an amazing day. And I hope that as you turn on this video and watch, that your spirits are lifted, that you're encouraged, that you're inspired to grow food. So let's talk about what we got going on here. I'm sorry, if you're brand new, my name is Barbara. I live in Tennessee in Zone 7B. So here are our two trays. I have 72 here, and then I have 32 there. So we're going to be doing about 100 seeds. So today I'm doing my second succession of my fall seeds. So you and I planted together our first succession of fall seeds about probably 2 to 3, almost maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, somewhere along in there. And those seedlings are looking so good. I will have to show you that on an upcoming video. They look amazing, absolutely amazing. I could not be more pleased. But the reason why I'm doing a second succession is I don't have enough, number one. And number two, I'm very big on succession planting, making sure that I have crops all throughout the year that I can harvest food all year long. And so if you are a new gardener and you don't know what succession planting is, and maybe I've talked about it in various videos. I don't know that I've done a video just about that. I don't remember. But in the short of it, succession planting is basically planting the same crop at different intervals throughout the season. So you may sow you some carrots today, and then you may sow another set 4 weeks from now. That is what we call succession planting. And what that does, it helps you to optimize space, but it also helps you to have a continual harvest. So if you only planted one succession of a crop, let's say broccoli, and as you know, broccoli doesn't continue to put on fruit, right? It may put on side shoots, but once you harvest that head of broccoli, it's pretty much done outside of the side shoots. Well, if you do broccoli and let's say it matures in the next 90 days, you harvest it, you eat it, you don't have any more broccoli unless you have been intentional about succession planting and doing broccoli in certain in several intervals. So today we're doing a lot of the same crops that we did on the first round, but this round is really just to get enough to fill up my tunnel. As you can see, the tunnel is 30 by 96. I have 6 raised beds, and then I have 5 rows that are in ground that are each 45 feet long. So I got a lot, and I'm only planting in here during the fall and the winter. My other spaces, I don't typically garden in the fall and winter, except like my garlic or something like that. But I'll be primarily in here. As you can see, we still got abundance. And so I've talked about kind of the, what do you call it? So I've talked about the approach in terms of how we're going to be intentional about taking crops out at certain intervals, and then replacing the summer crops with fall crops. But I know now I don't even have enough. I had great germination on the first planting that we did, but I know that I need more. So for example, in my 45-foot row, if I'm going to have broccoli in that row, the holes are 18 inches apart, and I think I need like 40 plants, around 35 to 40 plants in one row. So I know I don't have that many. So that's why I'm doing another succession and another round. So that's what we're doing today. Let me show you what we're going to plant today. And then I got my to-dos from Seedtime. So I use Seedtime, which is a planning app. I also do things on paper, as you can see here. But this is my to-do list this week are the stuff that I need to be planting. So if you're not using Seedtime, you can go to the link in my bio and grab the link. It is a free garden planning app if you've not heard of it. And so you can put in what crops. First you put in your zone, then you can put in what crops you're growing, and it's going to automatically tell you when you should be seeding, when you should be transplanting, when you should be harvesting, the whole 9 yards. And then when you go to task, you can print out your to-do list. So that's what I do each and every week. And then I go in and check off what I've done so it shows completed, and then it'll give me my new task. So y'all know I'm all about the organization, okay? So today we are going to be planting more kale. I have 2 varieties, winter boar and red boar. So one's green, one's red. We're planting more collards. We're planting more broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, cabbage, lettuce, and I got Brussels sprouts in here. I don't know if I want to do more Brussels sprouts or not. I'll do those last, and if I have space, I'll put them in here. If not, I may just go with the ones that I have. So let me get my labels done so that way I know what's going where, so that way we can just chat and I can see that I don't have to stop and do that. So let me make my labels. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna chat. Okay guys, we got all of our labels done. So I'm good with what I have. So there's 3 things I want to talk about. So y'all, even though I said I have agenda, y'all, my brain works in systems. My brain works in processes. My brain works in organization. So 3 things that I definitely want to make sure that we talk about. So we are having a garden chat. It's a little bit, it's not structured, but we're going to have a chat. So the first thing I want to talk about or show you is these products that I got from Rev. I used it on my last seedlings. I'll show you the one that I used. I have 3 products in here. This is the first one I pulled up. So Rev, is it rev.com? I always forget. Let's see. organicrev.com. So I'll won't give you his name, but organicrev.com. So I use their products. I've been using them. Y'all, there's a wasp. Oh my goodness. Get away, get away, get away. Okay, I'm still a little jumpy. If you didn't see my video about me being, see now I'm about to be dramatic, attacked. I wasn't attacked. A wasp bit me. You see how your mind just want to be dramatic? Okay, so if you didn't see my video about a wasp biting me, go check out that video and check out what I did. But y'all, I'm still a little jumpy. And we did, okay, on that video, I don't think we had found it, but we found the wasp nest, and my husband destroyed it. But I still see wasps in here. Not nearly as many, but they are around. And so I'm just, checking my surroundings. But anyway, rev.com. So I started using this product on my own. I was not affiliated with them. I am an affiliate for them now. So yes, if you order it, I do get a small commission. But I started using the product even before that. I just became an affiliate in the last 30 days. I've been using it for a year. I found it through somebody else's channel and I tried it. And so this is how I tried it. And this is what I want you to try and do, because no harm, no foul, right? They will let you get a free trial sample of, let's see, of this kind. This is 16 ounces. They sent me this, but you get a free trial sample, and that's how I tried it, right? You get 4 ounces, and so there's 1 ounce to a gallon, so that lets you try at least 4 gallons and check out and see if you like it. All you do is pay for shipping and handling, so that's a pretty good deal. That's what I did at first. I just paid, I don't know, $5, and I got the sample, and I'm like, oh man, I really like it. Like, I could tell a difference in my plants. And so then I ordered a 16-ounce bottle. I used that up, and then I ordered the 32-ounce bottle. So I've been using it for a year. So if you've been following me and you see how good and how healthy my plants look, it's because I use this. Now I use other products as well that I've mentioned before. Like, I'm an open book. I'm transparent. I don't try to hide what I use because I want your stuff to look good. Okay, it can look better than mine, and then if it do, I'm gonna ask you what you doing. All right. So I don't have any problems telling you what I use, but this is a product that I started using a year ago. I really like it, and so I want you guys to go to the link in my bio and go grab you at least the free bottle if you don't want to go ahead and buy it just based on my word, okay? But this is a new product. It's called AMP. This is also by Rev. This is what I use with my seedlings, and I'll have to show you that on an upcoming video, and I showed it last week. So if you saw that video where I showed you my seedlings, but y'all, they look even better now. Like, they looking good. Looking so good. But I use this. It's called AMP, which is a plant and soil supplement. It is made out of, I think, microalgae. And so I put some in my spray bottle according to the directions and just sprayed my seedlings. And they, this is specifically, you can use it for established plants, but the goal is to help with seedlings. It's all organic and algae based. So this is called AMP. They sent me that. And then this is the one that you get for the 4 ounces for free and just pay for shipping. This is the organic growth stimulant. It's good for everything 1 ounce to 1 gallon. And then, what else did they send me? Oh, wow. Now, I haven't tried this one. This is Eco-Organic Fertilizer and Plant Nutrition. Made entirely from recycled food waste. Oh, and the NPK is 321. So it has a little bit of a nitrogen boost in it. It's derived from food protein, fish protein, phosphoric acid, and potassium. Okay, it says it stimulates the growth of soil organisms in the root zone, enhances root growth and stress tolerance, increase nutrient uptake and water use efficiency, and the eco-friendly ingredients are sourced entirely from recycled food. So I've never tried this, but he sent me this to try. So I will try this and we'll see how we like it. So there you go. So I want to talk about that first. So definitely, and thank you Rev.com for hooking me up. Okay, so I'm gonna take this in the house because I'm gonna put this on my seedlings in a couple of days. Like once they, yeah. Well, I guess I can put it on before they germinate. The last time I put it on right after they germinated. Let's see. Let's see if it says. Y'all, I bought some glasses out here. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? That's a mess. These glasses were left on here and they just caked with dirt. That's just a shame. We can't use those. Okay. I know you think, yo, Barbara, why don't you have them in a case? I don't know. But I got a case at home. I'll bring it down here. We'll clean them off. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do the whole... Oh, okay. It says it's formulated to enhance plant growth throughout a plant's life cycle. Use it anytime you are seeding, transplanting, and up to flowering to promote plant health, reduces transplant shock, and promotes more vigorous plant growth. Used for seedlings, transplants, houseplants, vegetables, fruit trees, berries, flowers, trees, shrubs, and ornamental. It is effective in soil, soil-less, and hydroponic applications. So this is great. I used this one firsthand when I did my last round of seedlings. So I will be taking that in the house. Oh yeah, this is the one that I had before. How about that? Okay, so I will be taking that in the house and using that. But so that was the first thing I want to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about, y'all, is I had this epiphany, and I guess I should be working while I'm talking, right? Y'all, okay, let me see if I can do both at the same time so that I can maximize my time. Okay, y'all, I was having this epiphany this morning about how gardening changes you. And let me just say how it has changed me for the good, right? Now, I hate when that happens. All I had was 5 and I need 6 based on these labels that I have right there on my lettuce. Let's see. Okay, y'all, I can't seem to get my camera angle to get me and the seeds in there, but y'all know, y'all didn't see me do seeds. I will bring it back and I'll tell you exactly what I planted. But so I woke up this morning, and y'all, I've been so busy today. Like, your girl has been making it happen. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, gardening I do on the side, meaning it's not my main job. I have my own business. I am an HR consultant, and so I provide HR support for small businesses across the U.S. So all of my clients are virtual. So I get a chance to work from home, which is a blessing, right? And so I am officially really running two businesses now. So I started my business. I'll have my 7-year business anniversary in October. So I've been running my business for 7 years, but now we've kind of turned the farm into a business as of last year, and things are picking up. So I'm really kind of managing two businesses and doing, the gardening and all that good stuff. But here's my point. I got up this morning. I had started making bread last night. I had started a sandwich loaf and then English muffins, right? So I woke up this morning, checked the rise, and went to the next step. I did that. I got ready. I had a meeting at 9:30 with a client, so I did that. Then I came back in the kitchen and I processed all of my jalapenos. My entire dehydrator, 9 trays, and my entire freeze dryer, 5 trays, is full of jalapenos from the garden. They've been sitting there, and I'm like, I got to get this stuff moving. Then I've made focaccias. Y'all been on this bread making just kick. I'm going to be having a sourdough class. I haven't put it out there yet just because it's a month away. But if you want to hold the date, September the 29th is I'm doing an intro to sourdough baking class. So anyway, I've been doing a whole lot of baking because I'm just kind of in that mood. And I found myself literally just like bebopping around the kitchen in such a state of peace. Like, I'm like, man, gardening and this lifestyle has changed me. And what I mean by that, before we moved to Tennessee, before I started gardening, I worked in corporate America. I had a high-level executive job. I was a senior HR director, VP, for a very large company. I did corporate for 20 years. I traveled a ton. My normal attire was literally suits, heels, every single day. Every single day. Meetings, dinners, like you name it, that was me, right? And it's so hard to believe that just 5 years ago, that's what I was doing. So I started my business in 2017, and I did both, my business and my job, for 2 years. And then when we moved here, that's when I quit my job and just started focusing on my business full time. But y'all, literally 5 years ago, I was literally leaving my house around 7 to 7:30 in the morning, driving in traffic, going into the office, heels are clicking, briefcase, dress to the nines, designer bag, just on the elevator, all the things that you picture in a corporate American environment. I would come in, I would talk to my executive assistant. She's like, this is what you got for the day, like the whole 9 yards. Meeting after meeting after meeting, lunch meeting, dinner meeting, go to the hangar, get on the company plane. Like, that was my life just 5 years ago. Y'all, when I tell you I did not have a life, I didn't think I was going to get emotional. Now I'm doing one of those numbers. I always talk about and joke with my husband about, he'll be on the phone when he's supposed to be doing something, and he just starts propping up. Like, whatever he was doing in the kitchen, whatever else he was doing, it is now put on hold because he is propped up, posted up, and he like this. And I'm like, can't you do that and talk on the phone? And I just found myself posting up because I want to get this point out. I did not have a life when I worked in corporate. I had no hobbies. All I did was work. Made a lot of great money. Stayed in some of the finest places. And I'm not trying to glamorize. I'm just telling you that was my life. And so when you see me in a shirt, The shirt ain't dirty, y'all. This is just a stain that's been on there, but the shirt is clean, just so you know. But when you see me like this and loving it, when I tell you I had never put my hands in dirt, I mean that, y'all. The garden has changed me. It has slowed me down. It has brought me so much peace. It has brought me so much joy. Now, when I was doing my job, I loved my job. It was not torture for me. I loved it. So I don't want to paint a picture as if I hated it. Now, towards the end, I was ready to go and I wasn't feeling it. But for the 19 and a half years, the first 19 and a half years, I loved it 100%. But I did not have a life. And I didn't know that I didn't have a life until I moved out here and my life drastically changed and it slowed all the way down. And so I ask you, how has the garden changed you? And what brought this up, I guess, in my spirit, my daughter was here before she went back to college, and we were talking about the comfort cell. She saw me making comfort cell, and she's a nursing major, and so she was like, oh, what does it do? And she was all intrigued. She was like, how do you know how to make this? And I was like, I just looked it up, and I've been researching and blah, 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 blah. And she asked me a question. She's like, Mommy, did you even know what comfrey was when you worked in corporate? And I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't know what I could not have told you if comfrey was a person, place, or thing. Okay, I didn't know what comfrey was 5 years ago. She was like, look at God. Like, you didn't even know what it was. And like, my kids have seen the transformation. They're like in awe. They're like, Mommy is a gardener? Mommy? Yes, Mommy is a gardener and loving it. I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful. And I don't even know. See, I told you I didn't come on here with an agenda, but the Lord always knows. And I don't even know who this is for or why I'm saying it. But God has such great plans for us. And sometimes we fight and we push because we're comfortable in what we're doing. We're comfortable in the life that we have, and we're thinking there's no way it can get better. I like it just like this. Y'all was just sitting all over the place. I ascended to heights in my career that I never thought that I would. I was loving it until I wasn't, right? And when I wanted to mentally go, there was a process of me waiting until I was actually able to leave, right? And I think back when I left, I had no dreams of becoming a gardener. I had no dreams of doing YouTube, like doing any of this. I didn't. But somehow it has happened. It has evolved. I enjoy it. I like it. And I love the life that I have been able to create on this side of my career. Like, I'm able to work. I'm able to do HR, which is what I love. I always say I love HR as much as I love gardening, right? So I'm still able to do those things. And I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful that I didn't push against, no, I don't want to do that, or no. And so I just want to tell somebody that don't fight against change. Don't fight against something different, right? Gardening was foreign to me, y'all. Foreign. 4 years ago. Did not know what seedling meant. I didn't know what the word transplant meant. Like, I didn't know any of that. But look, and this is not about me. It's about me sharing with you what is possible when you put your heart and mind to something, when you submit your plans to the Lord, what can happen when you get over your fear and just put your toe in the water. I always said, and I used to do career, like my business when it first started was career coaching. So I did that because I could do that while I was still working my job. And then I switched over to doing businesses. But I would tell my clients, my career coaching clients, that instead of you trying to map out a plan from A to Z about how you're going to quit this job, get the next job, and, be a director by the age of, 35, just take the first step. And you know what? That is true in anything in life. If you take the first step, light comes. But you got to take the step for it. As soon as you take the first step, more light comes. You take the next step, more light comes. You take the third step, more light comes. Y'all, I'm telling you what I know, what I've lived, what I've experienced. And if it can happen for me, and your dream, this may not be your plan, your road, your journey, right? But you have a plan, you have a road, you have a journey. But the same advice applies. Get over your fear and just take the step towards the thing that you want to do. I don't know why I felt compelled to say that, but I did. And we're going to get back to seedlings. But I was thinking about how the garden has changed me. It's definitely made me way more low-key, more intentional, and all of that. So I would love, if you have something that comes to mind about how the garden has changed you, I would love, 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 love to know. Put it down in the comments. Now, let me see what I have seeded so far. I ain't did but 2 rows, y'all. Okay, let me keep it moving. Yeah, when I think about it, y'all, I get real emotional because I'm in a whole different lifestyle. And I love it. Like, it's not like my life is so drastically different and I don't love it. Like, I love all of it. I do. So, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys was to get your feedback as we are wrapping up the summer season and we're going into fall and winter. Of course, a lot of the gardening content will slow down just because it's less intense in the fall and winter than it is in the summer. So I would love to know, what do you guys want to see? And even if it's summer content, you can put it on there and, you know, I can do it if I have time before the summer season ends, or I can always put it on my list for next year. But what is some content that you would like me to see, like you would like to see, that you want me to talk about? Either something that I have not talked about, something that's not clear, any video ideas, I want you to put them down below. So as I'm planning for the rest of the year, I can incorporate some of those things. In the fall and winter, we'll be in the kitchen probably quite a bit, preserving stuff, making stuff as the seasons change. No, come on. Oh, there they go. But I would love to know what you guys want to see. Now, one thing I'm going to be doing that is new, and I'm going to be doing it this fall, and take advantage of the slower season, is I'm going to be doing a new series for beginner gardeners. So it's going to be a beginner gardening series, like literally from like A to Z. So I will be going through all of the things that you need to know as a beginning gardener. So that way, if somebody watches me, let's say in November, and they want to start their garden next spring and summer, they're going to have all the tools they need to make it happen and to get it done. So I'm already going to be doing that. So if you see me doing that content, you're like, why is she going like all the way to the basics, like to the very beginning? That's the reason why. I will make it its own playlist. I will probably do that content and record it to where it will play on Friday. So that way it's the same day each time. That's my plan. So that way, if you feel like, hey, I don't want to see that content, you know, hey, on Fridays for a set amount of time, that's what she's going to be talking about. And once I have the outline, I'll let you know how many videos and all of that stuff. But it may be a good refresher. It also may be a good resource for you to share with other people, your friends that maybe want to garden, but they don't know how and they need a step-by-step. So I'm going to be doing that. But let me know what other content you want to see, what you want to hear me talk about. And if you tell me, I'll try my best to do it. I will try my best to do it. So we did have room for Brussels sprouts, so I'm going to do more Brussels sprouts. Now, Brussels sprouts, technically, if you're just now doing Brussels sprouts, you late in the game if you're trying to get them for the fall, unless if you have a greenhouse or some type of protected culture, because Brussels sprouts take 100 to 110 days. And so if you're outside and you're trying to get them before the winter and you're just now starting them now, you probably are not going to make it. But because I'm in a greenhouse, then I have season extension to where I can do that. we got the Brussels sprouts. So we're basically done with the 72. So, and I'm out of Brussels sprout seeds after this. Well, I'm glad that I went ahead and did it. When I get to the end of the packet, I just want to empty the packet. I don't want to have a packet with like just 2 seeds in it. Are y'all like that? When you get to the end, you like, look, let's just go on and finish it. Oh, I think there's a couple more in here. Let's see. Oh, there's quite a few. They're just so tiny. Okay, so this tray is done. I'm gonna time lapse and finish this tray, then I'll come back and I'll tell you exactly what we planted. Okay guys, it is done. 100 seeds for the fall, just like that. So I did 12 lettuces, 6 of a green variety, 6 of a red variety, red butter. I did 12 more cabbages, 12 bok choy, 12 cauliflower, 6 white, 6 cheddar. I did 12 broccoli and 12 Brussels sprouts. I did 8 green kale, 8 red kale. No, 12 green kale, 8 red kale, and then I did 12 more collards. So now what I need to do is, once I see the germination on these, then I will take inventory to see what all I have. And then I will actually do like a count to see what else that I need, and that's what I will do on the 3rd succession. And then also I'm going to do my seeds for my GREENSTALK. I want to do those separate, so that way I know this is for the GREENSTALK versus I like to do the tunnel first and then I'll do the GREENSTALK, because the GREENSTALK is going to be outside. And actually what I may do is, let me think through that. Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna do the tunnel first and then I'm gonna do the GREENSTALK. So I'll be seeding, starting my plants for my GREENSTALK hopefully towards the end of this week. If you want to see that video, let me know. It'll be kind of more of the same, but I'll talk specifically about what I'm going to put in my GREENSTALK for the fall and for the winter. And I'll also show you the frost cover and the insect cover that I'm going to be using as I kind of transition to the season. So I'm excited. We are moving right along with the fall. Again, I'm trying to be planful and think ahead. I'll be out of town for a week coming up. So that's why I'm doing this now, so that it has time to germinate before I go. Then that week it'll kind of grow. And then at the 1st of September, we're going to start planting things out. So that's just in a couple of more weeks. By the time I'm recording this video, before you know it, it'll be September. We will be really easing into fall time during that time. But thank you guys so much for joining me today for our garden chat. We planted 100 seeds. We talked about a few things. Make sure you got your homework assignment. Leave me some comments down below of videos that you want to see. Leave me comments about how gardening has changed you, and leave me comments if you're going to go try this rev.com. So comment. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting on? Please subscribe to my channel. Grow this community with me. I think that you'll love it. If you stuck out this long, I think you like it. So I would love for you to be a part of the community. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. See you next time, friend.